My siblings took my phone, so I'm filming this on my computer, which is a bit more low quality than I would like, but that's alright. I wanted to touch on ESA and the public school district. I am in sociology right now, and that is the subject that I decided to use as an example in a current social issue with society. So I said, I will read what I said and then I will talk about it a little bit more. To use an example, there is an incredible conflict in Arizona concerning ESA funding and regulation for homeschooling individuals. If I use this perspective of sociological imagination and think of the impact on society as a whole and not the personal reasoning of individuals, I could actually come to two contrasting conclusions. I could either advocate for less ESA regulation in support of homeschoolers, as they have been proven to perform better academically and further society through their ability. Or I could argue for greater regulation of ESA to promote public schools and thus encourage more jobs for teachers, janitors, and others who work in public schools. This problem would need greater research and consideration for a sociologically strong conclusion to be found. This is quite intriguing. So, that's what I said, and that is true. It is important, as you know, to clear the air, I use ESA. I am only in these classes, my college classes, because ESA provides me with the funding and the ability. So, my answer now is coming from an individual who has the experience and perspective of experiencing the benefits of ESA funding. It has been the biggest blessing to me. I have 36 college credits and I just turned 17. I was taking these right after I turned 16, started college, because of ESA and the amazing wealth of knowledge that it opened to me. I wanted to preface by saying I am an individual who uses these, but I believe one of the reasons this is such a attention problem is because, and it's important to note this, greater ESA benefits means less students enrolling in public schools and instead using the funding for their own education, which means less funding going to public schools, which could be taking jobs away from teachers and, yet again, others who work in public schools and lessening them, which is awful, and that's difficult. Of course that sucks. But, there is a but, yes. This public school system, it truly is not, it's failing, and it really sucks. It's failing both the teachers and the students. Because now in the public school systems, discipline has been relabeled and redefined as discrimination. Teachers are not able to do their jobs anymore, and it sucks for them. Oh, so the solution is taking away their jobs? No, that's not a solution. And I really do believe it's a win-lose situation nonetheless. And it's just difficult and it sucks. Life really is varying shades of gray, dark gray, light gray. It's not white and black. But the fact of the matter is that homeschoolers have better outperformed those who are in public schools. Of course, I can't depend on my own authority. I'm depending on the witness of my conscience and my common sense and my own experiences. So I will have to find articles to put below for you. But public school systems aren't working. They're failing the teachers. I know teachers, and I have seen and overheard whisper conversations, seen the incredible struggles that they are having in school. They are not able to do their job. They're not able to teach. They really aren't. And the students, don't get me started on the students, my goodness. Because of the wealth of information available to me, given to me by the blessing of ESA and being able to have that, I have 20 high school credits, and I got that in 2 years. And then I got 36 college credits in like a year. And it wasn't obviously it was hard work, but I was able to understand it. Public school students, it's really sad what's happening. So I don't believe, this is coming my personal opinion, not from sociological imagination, but I could use the perspective of sociological imagination to contribute to my opinion and my conclusion that ESA should not be greater regulated in support of public schools if we're considering cold hard facts that public schools just aren't working anymore. Obviously, that sucks, because public schools are amazing for people who really don't have the time and resources and ability to homeschool their kids, or kids who just need more and greater accountability from public schools. And they used to be a great blessing, but they're not working anymore. So the administration is just, but that is another subject that is different than the ESA. It does correlate to the ESA scandal. I forgot the word, argument right now, but it doesn't dominate it. That is a completely different subject that really needs to be addressed. The way public schools are run, the administration, what they're allowing. Yet again, I will say, as I said earlier, and I think that's important to remember, discipline and respect and character and hard work in public schools has been redefined and as discrimination and harshness, and teachers are not able to do their job, which is to teach, and students are not able to do their job, which is to learn. It seems like all the control is in the students, and they don't do it. And they're not being taught, they're not being led, and the teachers are unable to teach and lead. And ASA allows students to do better, to perform better. It opens a lot more opportunities to them for deeper education, and allows them to go at their own pace. For example, I'm in college, but if I were in public school, perhaps that would not be the case, and I would not be able to afford it. It is the biggest blessing, and homeschoolers are able. They're a lot more able, and sadly, that is my opinion, and that is the facts of the matter, I believe. Sorry for the long video. I highly doubt anyone watched it, though.